I'm giving a dub out to Dante Moore. So keeping with the gaming theme that we got going on right now, EA studio, the gaming studio, your college football, all that, and what have you. Everybody knows EA Sports Game. EA decided that on probably their most popular football brand that they got going on right now, I think it's more popular than Madden, that they hadn't adequately charged you enough, when they charged you $80 for the game. No. See, this year we're going to take it up another notch. We heard you when you said that you wanted, Dynasty Mode to be more difficult and more in depth. So what we did is we took away the ability to actually build a dynasty offline, or excuse me, not offline, but outside of microtransactions, and included it intrinsically into the game for offline gameplay, for Road to Glory, and for Dynasty Mode, for both of them. Road to Glory, you only got the high school time, and you got those 4 years in college, right? With Dynasty, you could theoretically go an infinite amount of years, however you wanted to go.
Paying the microtransactions.
If you go without paying a single microtransaction, right? 30 years, same university, win a national title every year. Somebody already went through and worked it up algorithmically. You could go, again, 30 years winning a national championship every year, and your coach would still be like a level 27 or something like that. That is absolutely insane. And then, if you want to buy a if you want to buy that same amount of difference, right, which is not maxed out, it's not a max level coach, to get that same amount of distance in between a year one coach and a coach that has won essentially 30 national titles in 30 years, is $100, or is it $100, and it doesn't even get you all the way. So you can spend $100 on like 10,000 XP or whatever the micro bucks are, whatever the digital bucks are, and still not even get the amount of XP or build that would have allotted you from 30 national championships.
Well, what they also did on top of that is that if you don't engage in some of the microtransactions, I don't know the specifics, but like they have like a rate at which you can continue getting XP, and you can kind of change that from like normal to fast to fastest. They remove the fast and fastest options if you don't engage in the microtransactions. If you don't pay for it, yeah. So part of that is why like it's so slow to gaining, because you can only do the normal or whatever.
And I heard you can't adjust the sliders at all.
Yeah,
like you can't touch the sliders. Yeah. Okay, I'm out. Like I'm out. The point was to create a college football world for which that I could like control. Like I want to have user control, not pay to play. That's not what this game was based off of. So the dub that I'm getting to is that Oregon starting quarterback Dante Moore went on basically a strike, saying that he wasn't going to be in the college football game until they got rid of the microtransactions. Now, I can't directly say that he was responsible for that himself, but
I don't think he was.
He's not. It was the larger calls from the community for sure.
Yeah.
But said microtransactions have been gone, so I'm giving him a dub nonetheless for it.
Here's the other thing. Microtransactions, I guess, in somewhat shape or form, kind of makes sense for like 2K, being that it's online and you got aspects of like, kind of like with Fortnite, you got the skins and stuff like that, so you can kind of change your character and things like that. Like some of those things make sense because there's like a social aspect of it. In this case, especially with Road to Glory, it's all offline, or at least you can choose to do it offline, and they were still prompting you to do microtransactions for what was happening online.
For something, yeah, but like adding microtransactions to an offline gameplay is just retarded.
Fuck off.
Like it's simple. You just create an online apparatus for you to do online Road to Glory or online Dynasty. Why does there have to be, like, again, they are trying to bleed you dry of every resource you have through your entertainment, through your gas and your energy, through your groceries. They're trying to force every dollar that they could possibly get out of you. This is no longer a product service meets consumer type of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It is a extraction.
Yeah.
And so exactly what needed to happen in the face of that happened, and people stood against it, and they cowered, and they reversed it. Now, next stop is digital disc.
Facts.
Let's keep that pressure on it so that we can keep actually owning the games that we play.
Is that the only thing you had specifically for EA?
Years, I think.
So I had a dub that was going towards that same thing, but it wasn't going to Dante Moore.
Is it about the disc?
No. It was going towards the EA situation specifically.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I wanted to give a dub to the content creators, Bordeaux and Not the Expert and some of these other channels that took a stance against making content. Some of them who even have relationships with EA in that regard for making college football content, and they said, "Well, nah, fuck that. Like, we're not even going to fuck with EA anymore."
Yeah.
And so I think some of that, along with Dante Moore and the college football players and teams, the whole community came together and said, "No, fuck your bullshit."
Yeah.
So I thought that was dope.